So I'm about to film this video, this yarn haul, and I really do have a lot to show you in this video. So I think that I have everything I need here now. So let's get started. So hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Malin and in today's video I will do a yarn haul for you. I have been buying so much yarn since the last yarn haul I did on this channel. I think it is 8 months ago, and I have been buying a lot of yarn. And why have I bought so much yarn? It's because I knew that I would quit my job. So I have actually quit my ordinary job. So right now I am unemployed and I have no job. So since I knew that I was going to quit my job, I bought a lot of yarn. So I didn't need to buy anything now when I don't have a job, if that makes sense. I think that I have been buying so much yarn, so it will last a lifetime, maybe. But never mind, I think I will show you what I have been buying and from which stores I have bought them. Some are Swedish stores and some are through internet, and some stores I know they sell the yarn worldwide and some may not. Some maybe will just send to a few countries. I don't know, but I will link all the stores in the description down below so you can check them out if you want to, and you can find the information on their sites, I guess, if you are interested in anything. So we will not talk that much because I really don't like videos where people just sit like this and talk. So let's dig into it and I will show you what I have been buying since last time. And it is a long time, 8 months really, at least. So let's get started with this box. I haven't even unpacked, so we can do that right now. This is from, where is this from? This is from a company called Lindehobby. And I have been buying some Velvet Luxe. Is this yarn called? It is a chenille yarn that they have, and I think that this is their own brand really. And it was half price. I think it's half price right now. So it was quite cheap, and why not buy some yarn when you can earn some money on it, right? Well, I did buy a couple of colors because I haven't been trying this yarn before, but I want to try it out since I want to start to make a little bit of amigurumi. That's not really my thing to make amigurumis, but I really want to try it and maybe do it sometimes because they are so cute when you see other people do it. I bought more of this yarn, I can see, than I did on the other colors. But I don't know if you can see it, I hope so. But I did buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different colors in this lovely chenille yarn, and it feels really soft. As I said, I haven't been trying this chenille yarn out yet. So these are the colors. I think I will put them up here that I did buy. So as I said, I want to try this yarn out. I want to try to make some amigurumis with this yarn, and then I have the yarn at home when I feel like I want to try it out. You know, just when I feel for it, I can grab the yarn and try some amigurumis out. Whoops. So I did buy just a few skeins of some colors, like 2 of these and 2 of these, and a little bit more color of yarn that I think I will need more of if you do like a snuggler or something like that and you need more the same color for the body. I really don't know how much yarn you will need, since I haven't done this before, but I will try, and I hope that I will film it too. So this is the chenille yarn that I did buy from Lindehobby at a very good price, half price. So let's see what we have next. We can take this bag. So in this bag I have yarn that I have been buying from a store here in Sweden called Rusta. They have a little bit of yarn, not much in the store, and they sometimes have this chenille yarn. And when I have been seeing other people's Instagram and they have been trying this yarn out, they say it's really good. And this is a really, you know, cheap yarn you can buy at Rusta. I think it is around $2. If we will talk US dollars, it's 20 Swedish crowns per skein. And this is, let's see, this is 100 grams. 100 grams chenille yarn. 100% polyester, and you can wash it in 30 degrees. So that's nice. I bought 5 of each color. This time I just bought the pink and the gray, because this yarn is a yarn that they don't have all the time. So when they get it in the store, I try to use a few skeins of the colors that I like. This time pink and gray. I have black, I have purple, I have white since before. I think I have one more color, but I don't remember what color that is. So I bought these 2 colors, 5 skeins of each color. I did also buy another yarn called Alva. This is 100 gram, and this is an 80% anti-peeling acrylic and 20% alpaca. It feels really soft and nice. So I bought this yarn in 2 colors, and I think that I will be knitting beanies with this yarn because it's really soft. It's a really nice yarn, so I think this will be really nice to do beanies with. I bought 3 skeins of every color because I really don't know how much yarn I need for a beanie. I don't remember the price on this yarn, but this yarn was not on sale. It was not on sale, and I paid full price for it, but still I think I gave like 39 Swedish crowns for one skein, and that's why I didn't buy too many skeins. So I will try them out really and see how it will look, and if they will look nice, maybe I will buy more of this yarn later. we'll see, but I will try this yarn out first. So that was that yarn. And then I have this, of course, and I have this, of course, too. But let's take, I think I will write, I have this bin. So let's go through what I have in this bin that I have. I will put it down and I will take the yarn up. So I have been, we were at Gekås in Ullared. I think the video is up for you if you saw the last video, or maybe it was 2 videos ago. Well, some of the last videos. And I used to buy yarn there called Tanya. It's this yarn, and it's a really good price. You pay full price when you are at Gekås, but Gekås has so good price, so it's really half price if you would buy this yarn somewhere else. So you pay half price, but it is their full price. So it's a cheap yarn, but I like it. I use this for beanies, neck warmers, and some mittens I have been making with it. I made with it a little bit of everything. I think this is a nice yarn. It's quite thick but not too thick, and since everyone can't use wool because some people don't like wool because it can be itchy and so on, so I like to have both acrylic stuff like beanies and neck warmers and so on, and maybe some in wool, so people can choose whatever they want. This is 100 grams with acrylic yarn, and it is a really nice yarn. I bought 10 of these skeins, but I will not take them all up, so I will just put a few up on the table for you to look at. Then that was at Gekås. Next yarn I have been buying from Hobby, and Hobby, I think that is a store we all know about because I think they send worldwide. So I have been buying a little bit of yarn from Hobby, and I used to buy from Hobby on their sale site. So I never buy yarn full price because I know that they will always have some sort of sale every month. So I go in, look what they have, and if I see something that I'm interested in, I might buy some yarn. This yarn is yarn that I haven't been trying out before either. I don't know if this is a new yarn or something like that, but it's really fluffy and nice. This is 100% acrylic, really. It's very soft and it is like fluffy, and I think I wanted to do like maybe a cardigan or a sweatshirt or something like that with this yarn. So I did buy 2 colors, and the colors are in this pink, light pink, and a little bit darker pink. I really hope that you can see this well on the camera. So I will try this out. I did buy, I think, 8 skeins of each color so that I really can do something nice, because I don't really know how much yarn I need for a cardigan or a sweater, because this is quite a thin yarn. So I will try this yarn out. And I bought this yarn when it was on sale, of course, just because I wanted to try it out. So 8 of each gauge of this pink yarn from Hobby. And more from Hobby, I did buy this honey bunny yarn, chenille yarn, also when it was on sale, of course, so I didn't pay full price. If I would have paid full price for every yarn that I buy, I wouldn't be able to buy this much yarn that I have been buying. That's why I always buy the yarn when it's on sale. If it is a yarn that I would like to buy, of course. This is 100% polyester, 100 grams and 120 meters. I think that many have tried this yarn out, since it is a chenille yarn and many use it for amigurumis. So I bought a few colors of this yarn. Not too many colors, but a few. I did buy this color. And I did buy this dark pink color. And this green color. Really nice dark green. I love green and pink. Then we also had this light pink color. And we have this like vanilla color, or does it have a name? No, the color name is only 05. No, 05. So the yarn name is 05. But it is like a vanilla, like off-white beige color. I really don't know. But I would say like more like maybe vanilla color of this yarn. And last I did buy this like mint green color. I actually have been trying this yarn out. I made this little bunny, and don't laugh because this is one of the first amigurumis that I tried out to make, so I hope that I will be better at these amigurumis, but it will do. It was in the it's in the beginning for me trying out these amigurumis. So I will just continue to practice and hopefully they will get better and better. But this is the yarn that I have been using with this honey bunny, and it was really nice to work with. I must say that. It was really soft and smooth, and so I liked it. And I will do more projects with this yarn, but I will try to find some very easy projects to start with so I can practice and hopefully get better at it. And then we have yarn from another Swedish store. It is called Dollar Store. I don't know if you have Dollar Store in US, if it's from the US or something like that, since the name is Dollar Store. I don't know. Fill me in, please, in the comments. Let me know. But I have been buying a few skeins of chenille yarn from Dollar Store too. And I did buy this white one. This yarn was not on sale either, but I wanted to try it out. So I have been buying this white, this like beige brown color, and this dark gray. These are the three colors I have from Dollar Store. And the yarn name is, I don't know if the yarn has a name. It says it's a velour yarn. Velour yarn. It must be like a chenille yarn. Like, I don't know. Velour. Okay, skip that. But so this was the yarn that I did buy from Dollar Store. Full price for this yarn. I will put some of this yarn down here again because it starts to take a lot of space, really. So put down this chenille yarn like there, and maybe I will put this away too at the moment. So that was that. I do have some notes here so I won't forget anything, hopefully. So that was that. Let's go over to this pile of yarn, and we can start with this yarn we have up here. You can have one skein, it's enough. So this is a yarn that I bought from a grocery store, actually. They do have a little section in the grocery store with some yarn, and this yarn is called Big Verona, and this yarn is called Socks yarn. I do have more of this socks yarn because I did buy, yeah, wait, I have this too. I have two color in the socks yarn to make socks with, of course. I will try that out. I really did like this color, so I bought two of this color, and I actually have been buying 5 of these skeins. So when I have time, hopefully I will have time now when I don't have a work to go to, I will try to make socks. This yarn is it is, let's see if I can find something, 70% wool and 30% polyamide, and it is, how much is it? It's 150 gram, 240 meters. So, and if you scan this, you have a free sock pattern. So I will scan this and see what the pattern look like and try to make some socks. I also have this Big Verona yarn, and with this yarn I am going to make some cardigans. I have here, I have another one. Let's do like this. I do have another color here in Big Verona, so I have 3 different colors in this Big Verona yarn. This is brown, different brown tones, and this is blue and brown and white tones, and this is like a gray blue color. And with this yarn I am actually working on a cardigan, so I will show you this even if it's not done. I have, let's see, what's the other way? So it looks like this. I hope you can see it, really. I really like the colors in this one. So this is what I am working on right now when it comes to cardigans. And it will probably be a video of that too. So that I did buy at the grocery store called IcaMaxi, and it was quite, it was a good price. So it was like on sale, because I know that if I buy it from the internet I think I will give at least double the price. So I think maybe it's a campaign they have right now. at IcaMaxi. So I bought a few skeins to make cardigans with. That's that. Then I also have this yarn, and maybe if you are from the US, maybe Canada, I don't know, you will recognize this yarn. This yarn I bought from a store. Let's see, I have it in my papers. This is from a store called garnuniverset.dk. garnuniverset.dk. It's from Denmark. So this is from this store on internet called garnuniverset.dk. And I think that this yarn is the same yarn that you buy in the US, because when I saw it on the screen, it was a picture of Red Heart Super Saver yarn, and in these skeins and in these colors. But when I got it, I got with another label, but it still says Lion brand yarns. So I think it is the same. And I did buy this green yarn and the pink color. Like, do you call it ombre yarn when it changes color from dark to light? Ombre colors. Well, I think you have seen this yarn if you follow Passionate Kelsey. She made a cardigan in this green yarn and I loved it. So I live in Sweden and it's hard for us to, you know, buy this yarn because we don't live in the US, and well, I did find it on a store in Denmark, and it said it was the same brand and the same color, so I bought it. And I will try to make a cardigan with it. I have been starting to make a cardigan with it, but the yarn is quite thick, I think. So first, I think I had too small crochet hook because I think it was too stiff and hard. So I did frog it, and I took a bigger hook and started over. And it was much better, but it will still be quite a thick cardigan, I think. But I will continue working on it, and right now I don't know where I have it, because otherwise I could have shown you. But this is, I bought actually 12 of each color of these skeins. I know it is a lot, but this was also on sale on their site, so it was quite cheap anyway. And since I didn't know how thick it was really, because I think that's really hard to say when you just read on the internet, because it can still be so different in the thickness when you get it. And if I didn't like to do the cardigan with it, I wanted to have enough yarn so I could make a blanket. So if I don't like the cardigan and I think it will get too thick, I will frog it, and then I will just make a blanket with it, really. So this is the yarn I bought from that garnuniverset.dk, garnuniverset.dk. I will link all the store in the description down below. The camera turned off. So let's move on. If you are still here, of course. This will be such a long video. I don't know if I will do it in 2 parts or if I will make just a very long video. We will find out when I edit it. So, well, let's move on. We have I think I will move on so we can finish this side and move on to the other side. So let's move on here. I have some yarn here. It looks like this in the colors. It's not the best color skein because I just bought some random colors. I bought some greens because I love green and wanted to see which green I did like, and some pink. I did some Christmas red and a brown. And maybe I will buy more of this yarn because I like this yarn. I have been making blankets in this yarn with old skeins I had when I started to crochet again for about 2 years ago. I think I have the blanket in I think I have the blanket in a video where I showed you what I did in a year or something like that. So I found this yarn at, let's see where I did buy it. I did bought this yarn at lindehobby.com, and I bought it when they had a good price on it. They have every month, I think they have, some sort of sale on some yarn. I think I said that in the beginning. And they had a little better price on this yarn. So I decided to buy a few skeins in a few colors just to see how the colors looks today, because the yarn that I had was like 10 years old at least. So I know that they probably don't have that specific colors left because they change color like all the time. I wish they have this yarn in more colors, and I don't really like all the colors that they have in this yarn. This is a yarn called Lady, and this is a yarn called Freya. It's pretty much the same when it comes to thickness. So the camera turned off again, so let's start over. No, not over, but I hope I can continue where I ended. So, where was I? I think I had this too. Okay? I do think so. I don't know. Well, so this is a yarn called Lady, and this is a yarn called Freya. They are both 100% acrylic, and they are, it's so much, they are like the same thickness. I mean, if it is any different, it's very, very small. The one of the skein contains, let's see how many meters it contains. Can I see that somewhere? Yes, here. Freya contains 130 meters and Lady contains 125 meters. So it is only a 5 meter difference. So I have used these two yarns together before when I made blankets and so on, and it's no difference. So I hope if these two brands will get more colors and more nice colors and more like up-to-date colors, I would buy so much more of this yarn. Because I also used to use this yarn when I made a lot of doll clothes back in the days. I needed a lot of doll clothes when my kids were small. And this was a perfect yarn to do doll clothes in, really. So maybe I will start making doll clothes again that would also be really, really nice actually. Maybe I will try to find all my doll clothes pattern that I have, because this yarn is really nice for that. So that was that with this yarn. Let's move on. Next yarn is, we can take this yarn. I have this bag. This big bag contains the same yarn. It is a cotton yarn. It is a cotton yarn called Yarn and Colors Epic. It is an 8x8 yarn. It is 50 grams, 75 meters and 82 yards. 100% cotton. And why did I buy this yarn when I already have a lot of 8x8 yarn? That is because I was pattern testing for a woman here in Sweden that make these cute animal patterns. You can see them here. She is called Linds kompisar, and I will link her in the description down below if you want to check her patterns out. She makes pattern in English, so most of the people can understand them who know how to read English patterns. And they were really fun to make, really. And I'm, as a new amigurumi maker, had no trouble understanding these patterns. The things I have trouble with, I guess, is when I will sew everything together to, know how to do that properly and to have it to look nice and so on. So I will continue practice on the amigurumi things. But she made this pattern and she used this specific yarn. And when I made this pattern, I wanted to use the same yarn so I could get like the same size and so on with the pattern. But I really also did like this yarn because the yarn had so many colors and so many nice colors. So I bought a lot of it, of course. Why not? This is a few of the colors that I bought. I bought 2 to 4 skeins of each color that I chose. And I chose quite a few colors actually. I will not take them all up here, but they had a lot of colors to choose from. Oops. And here is, oops, it won't cooperate. This is another kind of colors. They had so many colors, and I love buying yarn from a brand that has so many colors to choose on, because we all like different colors, and we want to combine different colors together and so on. And a brand that only has a few colors and you might not like half of them, you will not buy it. But this brand had a lot of colors. I think it was around maybe 60 or 70 different colors. And it was a nice yarn to work with. It's perfect for these small little figures. But I also use 8x8 yarn. I also use 8x8 yarn to make my bags. I think I have shown you in another video the bags that I make. And this is a very easy pattern that I make on my bags and use 8x8 yarn too. If you want me to do a tutorial on this channel for this bag, just let me know and I might do a tutorial on this bag, on how I make it. Maybe someone do it similar way, I don't know, but I want to do it in a very easy way. I don't want to have too many ends to weave in and so on. So I want easy pattern, that's for me. So this is also what I can be using this yarn for. If I don't use it up to all of these amigurumis and so on, I can use it for bags. I could have used it for this bucket hats and bandanas, but here in Sweden I don't see people use bucket hats and bandanas really, so I don't think it's any idea for me to make bandanas and so on, unfortunately, because the bucket hat was really fun to make. I would have made a ton of them if I know that people would buy them, because I can't make like 30 of them and just have them laying around here. So that's why I don't do many bucket hats and bandanas, unfortunately. So that is the yarn that is filled in this bag, and a lot of different colors. I will not pick them all up, as you can understand, and if you want to see more of the colors, just check out their site, really. I hope you can see me behind this yarn, all of this yarn, I hope so. So let's move on to this yarn, the last box here on this side. This is also a cotton yarn, 8x8 yarn. It is from Linde Hobby, and I think that this is their own brand, since they have their own label on them. So I guess that they have made their own cotton yarn in their own colors and so on, I guess. So I know that I bought this when it was a good price on this. I think it is a quite good price otherwise too. But you know, when it's on sale, it's even better price and you can buy even more. And as I said in the beginning, I bought a lot of yarn this past couple of 8 months since I did the last yarn haul, because I know I don't have a job anymore, you know, so now I don't have the money to buy too much yarn. So I really have been making myself, you know, I bought a lot of yarn so that I will, you know, I will have yarn for the rest of my life, I think, if I don't crochet like every minute. But it doesn't matter, it's fun to buy yarn too. And when you buy it on sale, you always save money, don't you? I think I saved a lot of money when I bought all of this yarn on sale, right? Well, back to the yarn. This is cotton yarn, Linde Hobby, and this small, the skeins look so really small, but the fact is that this is actually 50 grams, but they have, do you say wind? They have wind the yarn harder, so the skeins look so much smaller. It's not so much air in the skeins, and it's good in a way because it doesn't take too much space, as these yarn are also 50 grams, but you can see that they are thicker than this yarn. Okay, but I like it. So I actually bought a lot of this yarn because it was on sale and it was a really good price, and I use this a lot because I make quite a lot of bags. And now I have started to make, as I showed you, these amigurumis. So then I will need this yarn. Hopefully I will make more amigurumis. Amigurumis, is that how I say it? I hope so. Correct me if I'm wrong. Amigurumis. Maybe I will buy another pattern from her and test another one, and then I will need 8x8 cotton. So that will be nice. I bought this color. I bought this color. I hope you will see it quite properly in the camera. A brown color. quite a bright, like yellow-orange color, a dark green color, a light green color, I think. No, is it? Yeah, it's a light green color. Light green. And this is a clay color, they call it. Like a beige, we call it beige. I don't know what you say. I have this red rusty color. As you can see, I bought a lot of this yarn. So it was probably a very good sale. I usually buy a lot of yarn when it is a really good sale. Even darker green. And another little bit darker red rusty color. And I have this green color, more like an apple green color, really. And I have another, this was not in a bag as the other ones, but this is a light brown color. So this was all the colors that I bought in this Linde Hobby Cotton 8x8 yarn. I haven't tried this yarn out yet, so I hope it will be nice to work with, because that can also be a big difference between cotton and cotton. Some can be really soft to work with, and some yarn can be really like stiff to work with, if that makes sense. So I hope this will be a good yarn when I bought so much of it. Otherwise it will be bags. So that was that. I will put this bag in this down here. So that's that. Now we have been going through everything that I had on this side. So let's move over to the other side here. And we can start with this yarn. This bin is with Tilda yarn, Tilda organic cotton. And the fun part was when I bought, you can see it's a really small skein. I thought I bought 50 gram skeins, but when I got it home it showed to be 25 grams. That's why they were so cheap. Because when I saw it on the store, I said, oh, that's a really good price. Of course I will buy some. But I didn't look up how much it was in each skein, of course. Because it's not that common that you can buy 25 gram skeins. So I just figured it is 50 grams as it usually used to be. It was not. But still, if I have 2 of these, it will be 50 gram, and it is still a good price. So I didn't send it back because it was, as I said, still a good price on it. So I will keep it. So I bought 10 of each, I think. 10 of each, or did I buy 5 of each? No, I think I bought 10 of each. 10 of each color. And I will not pick every color this entire bin. But I don't know if you can see a little bit on the side. Maybe it won't show so good when it's in a clear bin. I don't know. But this bin is full of this yarn. 25 grams only, of course. But I will keep it anyway, because it was still a good price. This yarn I use for making keychains like this. I hope you can see it somehow properly on the camera. Because when I do these keychains, it's for your wrist. I don't want them to be too thick. So this is a perfect thickness of the yarn for key change. but it is a little bit thinner. If you think it's half of the 8x8 yarn, it's 8x4, 4x8, whatever you say. So that is what I use this yarn for. I also use the yarn for making these bibs. This was also a test pattern I did for I don't remember actually. I will link her in the description down below. So I was a tester for this pattern, and I used this Tilda yarn. I thought that this yarn was perfect to making these bibs in, because I don't want them to be too thick either. So I think it's a perfect thickness of those bibs that the kids will have around their neck, you know. So that's what I am using that yarn for, and I am also using the yarn for, I think if you have followed me here, you know that I also do, I have some ends to weave in here, yes I do, but nevertheless I use them for coasters. I also think that the thickness of the yarn is perfect to make those coasters in. It's really nice. It's perfect. So this is a yarn I use for quite a lot of stuff. So when I find it at a good price, I will buy it, of course. I will probably also use this yarn to make small amigurumis and have making keychains of. So I will just try to find some easy patterns, because I have to start easy, you know. I'm not that good in amigurumi making. So I will try to find some easy patterns that I can use to make keychains, and then I will use this yarn, because I don't want the keychains to be too big. The amigurumis for keychains has to be quite small, I think, in my opinion. I don't want that big keychain. So that is also what I will use this yarn for. And then that's why it's nice to have a lot of colors. I will not put them up here too. And the thing is that, oh my gosh, I have another box here with more Tilda yarn. So this Tilda yarn I found on another site. Some of the Tilda yarn in this box I have been buying second hand from Facebook, from a lady that sold out her yarn really cheap, so you couldn't resist. So it is from Facebook, really cheap, and I also bought from a store that had this Tilda yarn. I don't know if it maybe was ra-trika that I bought this from, but they had a really good price, so I bought a lot of colors, and I bought like 10 skeins of every color, you know, why not? I tried to bought colors that I thought I really would like and use for projects. You can also do, you can also knit sweaters with this yarn. It's perfectly okay, because if you do knit sweaters, you might want them a little bit thinner. So you can use this yarn for a lot of things. I will not take all of this yarn up from this box either, because as you can see, it is really a lot of yarn. And a few different colors. I don't know if you can see it on the side here, but I think it is at least like 10 or 12 different colors of the yarn in these 50 grams. And some of them I, as I said, bought from secondhand from Facebook. It is really good to be in a group where they sell yarn on Facebook, because you can buy really, really cheap yarn if you don't have too much money. Buy secondhand. Also on the secondhand stores you can find really good yarn. I haven't found any yarn here at the secondhand because they don't really have much. But on Facebook I actually have found quite a lot of yarn. So that is a good tip for you if you want to buy. Oh my gosh, it's heavy. And now I have to change the battery in my camera because I see that it will soon die. So I will be right back. So I'm back and I have changed the battery and hopefully it will last for the last yarn. I only have 2 different yarns left, so we are almost done actually. And I hope that if you have been here all the time, thank you for that, of course, because I know it can be a long video and it's not always so much fun to see someone just sit and rambling. That's not really what I like, you know, just sit and look at a video when someone is just rambling. Even if it is about yarn, I don't think it's so much fun to just sit and look at someone who just sit down and just talk. But that's what I'm doing right now, because that's what you do in a yarn haul, right? You don't have too much to show, unfortunately. There will be mostly talking. So in this box I have 4 skeins of yarn, and you can see it's quite big yarn. It's a really chunky yarn and it is a fancy yarn. This yarn I have been paying a full price for, and one of these skeins cost me 220 Swedish crowns. I think that is around $23 for this yarn skein. But this is also a fancy yarn. Oh, goes up here. We'll just do like this. This yarn is a super bulky yarn, and it is 100% merino wool. This color is called Diana, and this is from Malabrigo, hand wash, cold water, dry flat. I saw this yarn when I looked at Smini in the Wild. I think that is her channel, Smini in the Wild. She makes hats, beanies with this yarn, and I thought that they looked so nice. So I really wanted to try the yarn out, but as you understand, it was such an expensive yarn. So I just bought 2 skeins of 2 different colors. So I will be making beanies with this yarn. I bought 2 because I don't know if 1 skein is enough, because I know that with this super bulky yarn there is not much yards, you know, but at the same time it's super bulky, so you will make the beanie really fast and it's really super soft. But I didn't buy more than 2 skeins since it was so expensive. If I had more money I could have bought more, but I don't have a lot of money, so I will try to make beanies with this to myself actually, I think, and try them out and see what I think. So that's the only reason I bought this yarn, because I thought her hats, her beanies looked so nice in the yarn that she used. super bulky, so I think they will be done very fast. But I did buy 2 yarns of each color because I don't know if one skein is enough for a beanie or not. And if it is, I will make 2. And if it's not enough for the beanie, I have 2 just in case. So that's why I bought this yarn when I saw it on her channel. So I will link her channel too, of course, because she does really nice beanies to buy. So that is that yarn. And now we only have 1 yarn left that I have been buying. You have to think that this is really almost the entire year, a year of yarn. I have 2 bins with this yarn. This is a yarn that is called Charisma. This yarn you can buy at Drops Design. I think that you can find them in other stores, of course, but this is Drops Design brand. And this is a wool yarn. This is 100% wool. I bought this yarn on sale, of course, and it was a really good price. That is why I have 2 bins with this yarn. I bought 10 skeins of each color that I got in like bags like this. I bought 10 skeins of each color because I will do a blanket with this yarn. I want to have a wool blanket that is really warm and cozy for fall and winter. I bought also, I don't know if it was several different colors, because as you know, the color doesn't always match the reality as when you see them on the screen. So I bought a lot of colors. I bought 10 skeins of each color, and I will find colors that I think will match, and I will do a blanket with it. And the rest of the colors I will probably match up and do maybe small blankets or anything else. I don't know. We will see what is left when I'm done with the blanket. So this is the yarn that's in these 2 last boxes, and I will not take them all up for you, but this is a red and green one, so you can use it for a Christmas blanket. If you have like a white color to it also, I could do a Christmas blanket. You can have 2 different green, you can have 2 different red, you can have white, or I think I will make a blanket with, you know, light brown, dark brown, pink, maybe green, maybe some orange, you know, fall colors. We'll see what I decide, and I will probably film it too. So this is the last yarn that I have for you. And I know it is a long video, but it has also been a very long time that has gone since I did the last yarn haul until now, and I have actually bought extra much yarn since I knew I will not be able to afford yarn now until I find another job, of course. So that's why I bought all of this yarn, and now I hope that I will have yarn making videos for you here on YouTube, and I hope that you will join me in the upcoming videos that will come on this channel. I will hopefully now have a little bit more time to work with my crochet projects, filming videos for this channel, and I hope that you will joining me, of course. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you will be back to see what we will make with all of this yarn that I have been buying so far. so far. I won't buy that much yarn actually now, so I have yarn that I will work with, and I will find projects to make with it. So I hope you will be back in the next video, and I will see you then. Bye bye! So I'm done with this haul. Now I have to clean all this mess up and put it down in the basement again.